So I wanted to make just a quick video to talk about the process that you're going through this week and to remind you of a few things. So you're going to write four major projects. The first one is an annotated bibliography, which is really just an exploration of sources. From there, you're going to do a research report, which is a broad overview of the issue or the problem that you have picked as far as your topic goes. Then you'll do a causal analysis where you'll really get in and analyze what are the things contributing to this problem. And ultimately, you'll finish this semester writing a proposal solution paper. So how do we fix it? How do we make it better? How do we lessen whatever it is? So a couple of things that you need to keep in mind. One, you must choose a topic either from the global issues, UN Global Issues page, and there are a lot of topics to choose from here, or you can go to the grand challenges for engineering. Now, especially with the grand challenges for engineering, you're probably going to have to think through this to put it in terms of why is this an issue or why is this a priority? What's the issue behind it? Now, some of them obviously overlap, like provide access to clean water. That's on both lists. But some of the others, like reverse engineering the brain, that in and of itself is not a problem, but we need to think about it as an issue. So, what is the issue that reverse engineering the brain is trying to address? And that's going to help you kind of think through this. Okay, so for the United Nations, again, if you just went with, I think, volunteerism, right? Volunteering is not an issue. The issue associated with volunteerism is a lack thereof in certain places. So for any of these, you're going to eventually have to narrow down. For your annotated bibliography, you might go kind of broad, but you're going to want to start to think about where is this an issue? What area do I want to focus on? If I'm thinking about volunteerism, is this in the United States? Is this a problem in a specific country? Same thing for any of these. Access to clean water. Am I talking about access worldwide? Am I talking about access in the United States? We've had some issues recently, and those could all be things that you could look at. Just keep in mind that what you pick, you're going to stick with that topic. So if you go with access to clean water, in your report, you might be looking at a broader area of Africa, but by the time you get to the causal analysis, you're probably going to have to zero in just a little bit further down into a subtopic. And then for that proposal, you're going to be in that same general area. So know that your topics may get narrower as you go, especially after your annotated bibliography, but you're not going to change. So for this week's discussion, you're picking two things that you think this is something that interests me. This is something that I can probably spend the next 8 weeks researching and studying and writing papers on. So your annotated bibliography, just an exploration of sources. You're going to write at least 3 pages on that. Your report is at least 5 pages long. Your causal analysis and your proposal paper are both at least 6 pages long, and you're not repeating previous papers. That's self-plagiarism. You're writing whole new papers. Yes, you might use some of the sources over again. You might use a little bit of your research over again, but you're writing a new paper and you're approaching your topic from a different angle. So as you go through the process this week of really thinking through what is it that I want to do, make sure that you're keeping those things in mind. Whatever you pick, as far as next week, when you narrow it down this week, remember you're picking 2. By next week, you've settled on 1. So when you settle on that 1, I want you to really think about, is this something that I can spend the rest of the semester really studying and digging deep into? Because you're not going to be switching topics. So keep those things in mind. If you have questions, as always, feel free to reach out, email me, or post it up in the discussion forum for questions, comments, and concerns, because somebody else might have the same question and that might just answer it for everybody. All right, so good luck as you move forward this week. If you need anything from me, let me know. Thanks.